A draft of President Trump's revised immigration and travel restrictions. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. A draft of that new restriction. It targets the same 7 countries listed in the original executive order, but it allows in freely visa holders, green card holders, and dual citizens. Got it? Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft is with us, and the obvious question, Jay, is, will this one pass legal muster?
I think without any doubt it will. Thank you for having me on. Obviously, there will be people that will complain. You can file lawsuits for any reasons. But clearly, this executive order, as we've seen drafts of it, is well within the constitutional authority of the President of the United States.
Because it cleans up the mess that was created when we didn't realize who was covered by the first executive order and who wasn't. It cleans it up. That's why you're saying it's okay?
Yeah, it's much more clear if you look at what the district court's opinion was, although it wasn't very clear. Some of the things that were mentioned were concerns about green card holders and other people that already had the right to be here. From what we've seen of the draft, it's clear that those individuals that have that right to be here are not excluded, and we're just making sure that people that would come here to do us harm are not allowed in.
But a corporation which has employees which might be affected by this new executive order, they could still go to court and say, I have standing, we have standing in this court because our people will be harmed. It doesn't get rid of that whole class of litigation, does it?
No, as I think everyone has seen, you can sue for almost any reason in the United States. Unfortunately, we have frivolous lawsuits all the time. But with what I've seen on how this draft will be written, when it gets to judges that actually interpret the law instead of deciding what they want the law to be, it will stand, it will be good law, and it's the right thing to do for the people of this country.
It will be legally challenged. Will it go the same path? Will it go again to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal, which is the most liberal and overturned in the country?
I would assume it will. If I were going to litigate this, I would go to what is commonly called the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Jokingly, some people would say it's been keeping the Supreme Court in business for decades so that they have cases to hear. They'll go there, but at some point it will come to judges that will look at the law, and instead of opposing their own will, they will come back to the rule of law and say this is appropriate under the Constitution and the laws of the United States.
How many state attorneys general feel the same way that you do?
How many will publicly say it and how many understand that? I would say that the vast majority of them understand that the rule of law is a founding principle of this country and would agree with that. For political purposes, obviously, you'll have some that are on opposing political sides that will make arguments in the other direction. But clearly, we all need to have a rule of law where you know what the law is, it is what it says, and we know how we can act. And under that approach, this executive order will be upheld.
Okay, we got it. Jay Ashcroft, thank you very much for joining us, sir, Attorney General of the great state of Missouri. Thank you.